Coach?
We had a conversation in a long time.
Nah, it's been a minute, bro.
So it's mine.
Shit, a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. I'm about to say, last time since we talking.
A lot of change.
Yeah, a lot of change.
Quite a bit has changed. So a lot of shit has remained the same. You know what I'm saying? And fucking grown. B.O.B. still in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we out here in Houston now, right?
We in Houston. Yeah. We've been on the move, man. Yeah.
All over, everywhere.
I fucks with Houston, though. And I fucks with Houston because I feel like Houston fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? People feel for me.
Way.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even really no transition, bro. It's like it is what it is. Like in the SIP, a nigga always felt like a spectacle. A nigga always felt like an outsider. Even though I dug and dig a lot of shit about it, I just kind of understood that my time there was temporary, so shit. I'm glad to be where I'm supposed to be. But shit, you was telling me something, or somebody was fucking mentioning it to me, man.
I think I was asking you about, like...
Did you text it to me?
I did, but I don't have my phone.
Oh, damn. I got mine.
Healthy emotions, like understanding your emotions as a man. To the point of like, what does that, like to be in touch with your emotions as a man, how does that look like healthy? Why? Because...
No, I'm listening.
Nah, because, of course, when you, quote unquote, I guess, see men as in tune with their emotions, females call them like feminine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm reading your question now. Your question. But really, what does it look like from a healthy standpoint for a man to be in touch with his feelings? Yeah, go ahead though.
But nah, of course, you know, like, if you, I guess, like, I don't know, like, being in touch with them in, I guess, like, another person mindset or whatever, it'd be, like, more so like you being feminine, you know? So it's like, that's why I said, what's a healthy way to, like, okay, like, I understand how I feel about a situation, but yet that don't mean I'm trying to, like, spill all out of control and destroy everything.
Yeah.
But I understand how I feel about the situation.
Yeah. What you're talking about is emotional IQ, or emotional intelligence. And that's one area that a lot of us in the quote-unquote black population, that's one thing that we like grossly, that's one area where we're grossly underdeveloped. Like, we don't have no emotional coaches in the hood. That's why, like, the elders used to say, we don't know how to act. That's the truth. Like, we really don't know how to act. We don't know how much emotion to assign to a given situation, which is why we usually overreact, because we don't know how much emotion this situation requires. Everything becomes a bigger deal to us. You know, we're in the habit of panicking and taking things personal, which, you know, is a guarantee for fucking disaster. And that's because, again, we don't have very few emotional coaches in our communities, because even the men that are represented, they don't really understand that shit either. I've definitely been guilty of it. At 50, now I can say, yeah, I definitely have emotional intelligence. But that's because I worked for it, because I wanted it, because I knew I didn't have it, and I seen how much damage it had did in my life, how much it cost me just fucking overreacting and showing out. And with me being an intense dude, period, but being physically intense, whenever my emotions would kick in and I acted out, it would usually be in some demonstrative act, i.e. violence. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't good. Wasn't good. I did a lot of damage, bro. Hurt a lot of people I cared about. Destroyed a lot of relationships and opportunities. And it took all those fuck ups, it took all those failures, it took all those L's to make me realize I was a fucking loser. Um, and I don't like being a loser. It don't feel good to me. So I started working on my shit. Uh, the good thing about it is I was fucking up for real. So I was fucking going to jail in situations where I had to fucking do mandatory counseling and shit like that. And at first I was, you know, bucking against it, but then when I really was able to see, like, no, dude, you leaking, you really got a lot of holes in your game, then I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually want it, until you actually recognize that you need to change and you really want to change, you're not gonna change. There's nothing nobody can do. You know what I mean? And when you get a sense of power from what you're doing, then where is your incentive to change? That's why you will hear people saying now, bringing back shame, because you need to let kids know, if you're actually trying to teach them boundaries and structure and so on and so forth, you need to let them know in subtle and overt ways that, hey, this behavior is really not cool, this doesn't really meet the standard. And so when kids act out in a way like showing a lack of emotional intelligence, you don't respond. Like if the kid is yelling and screaming, you don't respond by yelling and screaming. But that's exactly what happens in our community. Because whether we come from two-parent homes or not, most of our primary caregivers are the people that's actually raising us and teaching us how to be adults are women. And most of these women are women who are like, you know, weighed down with the troubles of the world. They got a lot of shit going on. And a lot of them are assuming a role they're not really fucking capable of handling. Not without some serious help. It is what it is. And so your kids perfect your imperfections. If you don't have no motherfucking emotional intelligence or control, then your kid's gonna be a damn fool.